Hi guys, in previous video 4431 we were examining Niri's code. Let's get technical in this one. How do we start this thing? If something goes wrong, it helps if you can find out of reason what's going on, how does it launch, etc. So it's basically a workflow video, can apply to anything. How will the computer start my desktop? It will do two things. If it's a Wayland thing, it's gonna go for a Wayland session, this one, a Wayland sessions, and otherwise it's gonna go for X sessions, which is somewhere else, which is not installed, so we don't see it, right? There is no X session, no X11 present on this machine. How do I know that? XD, there's nothing there. XDW. That is just Niri here. So it's only this guy that's here. So W Wayland sessions. How do we launch this thing? So execute. No, we want to just see. And basically we're running something. Normally it would say Niri, right? We overwrite this, and there's a pacman hook in place to make sure that it stays run Niri, and then you investigate. Oh, it's in user bin, sure. Then you say user bin run Niri. And if there is a reason to go and change any of this, right, do tell us if it's an improvement for us, as a general rule. But this is basically what we've got from, you see in the beginning, the first line, a reference to Ubuntu Sway. But in the meantime, we've read so many things and changed so many things, right? So we work upon testing and code from others. So this is what we export, how we tell the system, hey, this is gonna be a Wayland. So if anything is to be done, just let us know. But here it is. This is code you can go and change if there's a reason for it. And it was not Niri, but Niri session that was launched actually. So from here, it boots up, and then we are back in previous video. If it's the Niri session, actually this is strange kind of thing. Niri is already running. When developing, you make typos, right? And if they say to you, run Niri, and you can run Niri inside Niri. As you see, we started Niri inside Niri. But it gives you the information of, okay, there's an error here, there's an error there, and introducing errors is easy. But as you see, some things are lost now. So a Control R would be easiest for me to just quickly reboot again. But this is the beginning. If you start from scratch developing a tiling window manager, or desktops are easier, of course, but tiling window manager end up into something like often, and you have to figure out how to move forward. So the Niri, you can launch Niri, you see the errors. Let's make an error so you see what I'm talking about, and end the video here, because now it's all about just the text code that you need. The code is here, Niri is here. This is the code you need to read, and we're gonna open it with Sublime Text. I was actually not, voila, now it is launched. And this is what you need to read, everything, anything and everything in here, most importantly this one. And this is the difference between these two, is the keyboard and the Keybindings, of course, then. And this one is the default from the website that I started with. And then we keep on changing and developing and adding things to it. I should this time remember to mention that there is something called Super S. That's Super D. Super S is an important hotkeys. So if you quickly want to say what was it again, Super S gives you a list of different things you can launch or spawn, to launch or to spawn something. And of course you need to install it. Spotify needs to be there. You can keep on pressing Alt Control S, but as long as Spotify is not there, there is nothing gonna happen. So all of these guys are not installed. Basically, this is all we have. This is it. Freeze the frame. That's it, right? None of the other applications are there, so it's certainly not bloated. But it's the minimal for us. We Discord, we help you. Telegram, more kind of chit chat, but still about Linux. Our apps are here. The conky is here. We can actually remove conkeys here. ArcoLinux conky Zen. Why keep it, right? So that will be changed in future versions. As simple as that. It's a Lego piece. We don't want. It's a package. That's interesting, but not in Wayland or yes or no. It's a choice, as usual. And all the rest seem good. Okay. So I feel I wanted to say something else as well. So the things we've launched, we run Niri, and by running Niri, we put a lot of variables in the environment. So here we have the env, but we can also do a nenv and decide whether we want to go for the GTK theme Arc Dark from now on, and Ctrl X, yes please. All decisions, all choices, it's all there. If you haven't seen the video prior to this one, then you don't know. So there are many hidden diamonds hidden away in our systems with a lot of aliases. That's where you can go to, like for instance to fish would be a good idea, and then log out. Certainly if you're beginning, if you're learning your commands and you're wondering what would this do, what would that do, with fish we can actually go to, well, that's the last thing I've done, pacman -s pamac-aur. So that's running, that's working here. But sometimes we wonder what is this thing doing, right? What is that thing doing? That's the C. Where's the Y? Here's the U. Upgrade all packages that are out of date. Download fresh package databases force. So things like that, it can help us learn how things work. And if we, let's end with pamac-aur. Right. There you go. And that's the Arc theme, because the N environment, it's now nice. It has the same look as our, for instance, our file manager has. These two guys next to each other, you see, it's pretty much the same design. All right, so that was a more technical video. How do we launch things? How do we manage things? And if there's something to be changed, you can change it there. Cheers.